government contracts for beginners. First and foremost, you need a business. It doesn't matter. It can be a sole proprietorship. It can be an LLC. It could be an S Corp. It doesn't matter the legal structure of your business. What's important is the fact that you have a legal entity with a physical address. You have to have a physical address. You got to have a legal entity. Lines are going to the Super Bowl. Don't forget, these are the things you have to have. And I've received messages where people are wondering, well, my business is registered in New York. I moved to California. It doesn't matter. You don't have to re-register. This isn't like you're forwarding mail. You just need to have a physical address and a legally established. So for those of you who have corporations, you need to make sure you pay your annual fees, because if not, your business will go. Very, very important. Next is if you have a business with like an interesting name, like somebody wrote me and their business had to do with removal of dog waste. So all you need to do is create a DBA, a doing business as. That's all you have to do, because in order to unlock government contracts, you have to have a business. So no matter what videos you watched, who's coaching you or not coaching you, whether you pick up a copy of winnerswaybook.com or not, you have to do these things, okay? The other thing, I'm just gonna jump to this because it's so important, that I want to highlight is no matter what, okay? You have to know how to write proposals. So I'm just sharing this with you. It's a new offering because so many people are interested in proposal writing. It's $447. I'm just letting you know, no matter who you are, no matter what's going on in your life, you have to know how to write and respond to federal government opportunities through a proposal, okay? I just want to make that very clear. In order to unlock proposals, government contracting, and access over $800 million federal government contracts, you have to know how to write these. Now, there are people out there that may say, oh, it's so easy. You just do these 3 things and that's what you do. Look, I believe everything is possible. I have a positive mindset. If I think things are definitely easy, but you don't do the same 3 things over and over again, not for every type of opportunity. So I want you to be clear on it, because what I find out, so I made an offer. I said, if you want to write proposals, you want 50% of the profit, contact me. I got an overwhelming response. So many people. I even am still responding to people. I said, email me, kparks@kpcinc.com. Email me. So I decided to select about 10 people. They're amazing. Everybody's amazing. Some people aren't really doing anything. Other people are doing a lot. Some people are figuring things out, because it's great to have that momentum. It's great to want to change your life. It's great to know that the federal government will repay. The rub is you gotta source the opportunity, you gotta contact vendors, you gotta write a proposal, you have to deal with rejection, and you have to do this thing called work. It's not too late. And I bring this up, it's not to poke anybody in the eye. It's about, I want everybody to understand the reality. I'm not here to feed you some false dream or fantasy or anything like that. I'm not here for that at all. That's not how I operate. I'm here to share my view of reality based on being here over 10 years. So to unlock federal government contracts, you have to be comfortable with reading, writing, submitting a proposal. Whether it's a price quote on BidNet, it's gpo.gov, it's a state website. It doesn't matter how, when, where, why you get and do the work. You still have to put in a proposal. You have to. And I just want to keep emphasizing. So if you want some help with proposal writing, proposal.wins.com, 447, take a look. Next thing, to unlock government contracts. What do you want to sell? I get messages, hey, I'm interested. I'm just going to do middleman. I got that. I respect that. I mean, I've been doing middleman too. It's called subcontract. That's what we call it. It's called middlemaning a manner. So basically, you get an opportunity, you have somebody else do the work. You both share in the profits, like in third-party vendor on Amazon. No different. It's legal. There's no issues. It's letting you know. But still, what are you going to sell the government? Right now, there's an opportunity for snow removal. There's opportunity for HVAC. So what do you want to sell? You have to have an idea of what you're going to offer the government. Because if not, it's going to become another excuse. Oh, I can't do it. And I know there's like the 20/80. Maybe even it's 10/90. A small percentage of people do it. What NAICS code should I register in the beginning if I want to get any contract? I don't care which one you register, because guess what? As soon as you get your cage code, you're going to have to go back and update it anyway. I've come across more and more opportunities where they're asking you to have the CAGE code in order for you to win. So to online government opportunities, you may be a pro at proposal writing, you have a cool business name, you got your CAGE code, you have funding, but if the NAICS code isn't in your system, try again. So just put any NAICS code in. You could put in admin, you could put real estate, and you just let me just double check the website. I'll show you. And also, because of the platform I'm using, the screen might go black, so don't freak out. So this is the website that you go to. It's NAICS.com, NAICS.com, and you can type in the NAICS code and it'll show NAICS. Okay, so I have a question about why do we need PI? If you want to get paid by the Department of Defense, you're going to need PI. If you want to respond to certain opportunities, you're going to need PI. And I'm not talking about the thing that goes in the oven. I'm talking about it's a system through department. So part of unlocking government contracts, which is what I'm talking about today, unlocking government contracts for beginners, you want to respond to 5 to 10% of your portfolio should be sources, 5 to 10%. A sources saw is kind of like, oh, I'm window shopping. I see it as how us women are with shopping. Like, oh, I'm just going to window shop. The agency may want to buy it. They may have funding. They may not. Some other things that are key with unlocking government contracts is having you. This is a kind of a controversial thing. So I'm warning you, okay, y'all? Kind of controversial. Warning. And that is around funding and money and credit. There are definitely ways to get contracts where you don't have to put up any money by getting terms, meaning, oh, I sold 20,000 pens. The pen provider said I can pay in 30 days. Great. Or like Ashley, who I interviewed, she ended up winning a really sizable contract for kitchen supplies. And the company said that she can pay within a certain amount of time. I think they gave her 30 or 60 days. So she doesn't have to put up any cash. That's beautiful. But not everybody's like that. Sometimes people want half or a third or all of it. So this is something you have to work through, because if you don't, then you're going to end up in a situation. Hey, Kizzy, I'm just going to summarize. Got this contract for $60K. I don't have any money. I guess I'll have to give it back. Please, I don't want you in that situation. You're trying to unlock opportunity. So part of unlocking government contracts is that you're going to have to depend on other people to do the work potentially. Could be an employee, could be a subcontractor, whoever it is. So my response to you would be, what do you mean they're not sticking to their commitment? Is it they're not performing the work? Is it that they're bidding against you? Is it that they're charging you more? What kind of onboarding or documents do you have set up when you work? Another way to unlock government contracts is you got to have the proper document. So I have some free documents. gcwdocs.co. You get a bunch of free documents that you can use. gcwdocs.co. This is an amazing resource. One thing that's also important, and another way you unlock government contracts, is you have to have things in your sales cycle, meaning you gotta have a ton of proposals to bid. So let's talk about finance, because it's coming up over and over again. It all depends. If you don't have terms, if you sell 10,000 of these and the company's like, okay, I need my money, then you need to pay for this. This happened with somebody right now on Instagram. They won a contract, it's $60,000. They don't have the money, and now they're gonna have to give it back. Now, on the other hand, is that company said, don't worry about it, just apply for funding. You'll get approved in a couple of days. There you go. Or you get a loan. There's somebody recently who got a loan through a bank, through our Ultimate Edge course to our coaching students. We're starting to offer PO funding, something we're rolling out. So there's different methods. But at the end of the day, you have to be prepared, because the onus is on you. You are the prime contractor. So no matter what the opportunity is, you have to be prepared to handle the finance. I want you to know that there's a lot of information out there about people in this space of government contracting or as entrepreneurs. And what I want you to know is we all have our own journey. We all have our own journey. So the way that I go about government contracting, I'm about 100 people, is my journey. May not be exactly the right path for you, but that's what's so cool about unlocking government contracts. We don't all have to take the same route. There's so many routes that you can take. That's why soon I'm going to launch the class with Steve on gpo.gov, where we talk about how to sell products to federal government. So to kind of wrap this all up, there's a lot to unlock, and there's no reason you can't. There's no reason. I have over 600 videos. I have a free Facebook. like Glorilla. She was like, I'm everywhere. Forgot what she said, the rest of that, her quote. My brain's slowing down. So winnerswaybook.com, winnerswaybook.com. I love and adore you. I'm always here. I'm usually live Sunday night, and I'm going live more. I want to go live 3 times a day. Proposalthatwins.com, proposal that wins. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Please share my channel with 5 people. Everything is possible. I love you, adore you. Until next time, everything is possible, y'all. Everything is. I don't know why I'm singing with my crazy voice. Bye, y'all. Everything is possible.